Welcome, citizens of Utubia. Once again, it's another broadcast of Cyberpunk66. I'm trying not to say I'm as badly as possible. If you see me look away from the camera a little bit, it's because I'm referring to my notes. You can get right into this. I even made a storyboard this time. Amazing. I'd like to say thanks to the 60-plus people who have viewed the two films I made in the last few days. Nobody's subscribed yet, but maybe I'll be able to keep it interesting enough that a few people eventually will. As you can see, I've discovered that I can move the camera around a little bit, as much as a six-foot cord will allow me anyways. And I'm hoping that I can have some fun with some new camera angles. First of all, a couple of shout-outs. Geriatric 1927, I saw your latest video today, and your story was just so interesting. Keep up the good work. Also, Paper Lilies, I've been watching your stuff, and I gotta say, I really think that the thoughts and the sentiments that you've come up with about YouTube are right on the money. Right on the money. Also, hello to Zen Archer. I linked onto your video rant about the person who wanted to leave YouTube from a Slayerette vid I was watching. You're both a lot of fun. And we've all been following the Lonely Girl 15 thing, but I wanted to give a plug to the guy who does the Bree's Father video and the Emelina video. Very funny, awesome voice actor. Check them out. Finally, to Minogue, or don't know how to pronounce that properly. The guy who produced the Abby Does Dallas video, I thought that was one of the best things I've seen on here. I got to get a few girls to come on here too. So I was thinking about lighting, and at least you can see me now, which is good. I was looking in the newspaper today, looking at ads for digital video cameras, but it's going to be a while till I can save up for something like that. But I'm going to, and I can expand production outside of the little digital studio I got here. I was looking into a new webcam too. This one was cutting edge like 3 years ago when I got it, but the color's kind of washed out. And it always makes me look like I need a shave, no matter the fact that I shaved like a couple hours ago. It's kind of funny. I gotta say, making these videos though is at least as fun as recording music, which I've done for most of my spare time over the last 4 years. Also, I've been thinking about the kind of videos I could do. My first video, which some of you may have seen, The Bush Legacy in World War III, was really just me trying to learn the Windows Movie Maker. Anyways, but I like doing political commentary, so I will probably do more in the future as my alter ego, Lieutenant Colonel Frederick J. Steele, live from orbit at the Canadian Orbital 7 space station up there. Also, I'll try doing some comedy stuff with a character I created years ago to leave messages on my phone machine, a guy called Chico Gonzalez-Min. He'll also be taking over post-production for me, just for a little fun. I'm also planning to do a rap video. I've seen several good ones on the tube, and I think I can do one even though I'm probably one of the most whitest guys around. But a rap video is going to have to wait for about a month. I've got a pretty busy September coming up, a few commitments and that kind of thing, so although I'll be making normal videos, I won't be creating any music directly for one for at least about a month. Well, I was going to talk a bit about photography and show you a few photographs I've taken over the last while, but I've just watched a mind-blowing PBS documentary on spaceflight, so I thought I'd talk to you about something very dear to my heart, which is spaceflight. Now, the program reminded me of a memory of mine from 1969. I watched live then with my whole family on the couch when they landed on the moon, and it's been one of the defining moments in my entire life. Ever since then, I've wanted to go to space. Now, I'm a tech geek, and I'm proud of it. People pay me to fix some of their most prized possessions. I'm also a sci-fi freak. Back when I was a kid, I read every sci-fi book in the small library back home. Hard to find reading material after that. Quite frankly, I would give my left nut to go on the Mars mission. Seriously. So Freeman Dyson was a very famous scientist at MIT in the 60s. He proposed something called the Dyson sphere, where the civilization would build a large sphere around their sun so they could capture all the energy from their solar body and therefore live better. Some of you may remember them talking about this on an episode of Star Trek The Next Generation one time. This was also the basis for Larry Niven's very famous Ringworld book series that you sci-fi freaks may know about. Now, Freeman Dyson once said in a very famous lecture he gave at MIT, and I quote, "The surface of a planet is not the place for a rapidly expanding technological civilization." And if you think about it, he's right. If we stay here on this planet and don't go out into the solar system, then it's an ever-increasing battle over ever-dwindling resources. Not a good scenario. Now, I'm actually a bit like Lonely Girl 15. I love scientific facts and I'm always reading about them. I'm a bit like Cliff from Cheers, except I can actually get laid once in a while. Frankly, it's my belief, and anybody else who I can convince, that the only thing that will save us as a civilization is getting off the face of the planet and out into the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter, where there's enough raw materials to power our civilization for millennia. So, if you're ever talking to somebody and they're whining about all the money they're spending on space exploration and building the space station Freedom and planning to go to the moon and Mars and stuff like that, you tell them what I just told you. I'm dead serious about this. It's the only thing that can save us. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed my little rant as much as I've enjoyed making it. I gotta go do post-production now. I've got 21 clips to edit together so that I don't look like a total idiot talking about this stuff. But thanks for viewing. Have a good day. Live long and prosper. I'm a guitarist, I've got great hands, but I can't do the Star Trek thing. Anyways, bye-bye.